This is the week I finally share my new digger with you guys. I'm the Digger Girl, this is episode 85. Let's go see what machine I went for. We are on Monday morning, just back from a holiday, feeling nice and refreshed and ready to get back to it. But not quite yet because I'm going pumpkin picking later on with the kiddies. So I'm not doing too much today, just catching up with some paperwork and that kind of stuff. But I got a nice wee present delivered to my house when I was away and I'm ready to show you guys it. So in one of my previous videos you would have seen me talking about Carly, and it's when we got the Discovery new, we could plug it in to make sure it hadn't been stolen, been in any knocks, bangs, or had any major works done to it. And thankfully for us, we found out that there was nothing wrong with the Discovery at all, apart from it failed one MOT down to something silly, which then went on to pass the MOT a few weeks later. For you guys who don't know what Carly is, it's an app on your phone that can diagnose problems, what's going to happen with your motor. It can see if it's lost or stolen, any damage done to it before you buy it. And I got sent the plug-in to give it a go. I have had this pickup since 2020. I had 2,000 miles on it when I got it, and it's a 2019. 68 plate, but it's a 2019 registered. It's nearly at that 100k mark. And touch wood, I've not had any really bother with it at all. It's served me more than well, and I've travelled up and down the countries numerous times with it, so I'm so thankful to have it. I probably would trust this more than the Discovery. So Carly is a free app, and you can do your used car check and a digital garage from the app. So it can predict things, what's going to go wrong with the car pickup, and also give you an estimate of how much it's going to cost to fix that. Carly saves big on car repairs. Carly connects with 95% of cars, 10,000 faults, and it can save on average £2,000. So it's a massive saving just from having this and the app. I've already plugged this in and I know what's going on with this pickup, but let's get into it and I'll show you how it's done, because it's a game changer, right? So what I do here is just plug it in. For the Hilux, it's just under here, so plug it in and it's connected through Bluetooth so you can see it flashing up here. Then onto the app, I've done the ABS, airbags, combination meter, engine control module, entry and start, front camera, like everything is all good. Zero issues found. Now for me that actually shocked me, I'm not going to lie. As I said, it's got 98,679 exact miles on it. So I was expecting there to be something wrong with it. I don't know why, I just did. Like, it's been worked to the ground, this pickup. Carly is basically a dealer level diagnostic at your fingertips. Like whenever you need it, it's just there on the app, plug it in. With some of your cheaper ones, you only maybe get 2,000 OBD codes, whereas Carly, you get hundreds of thousand codes specific to your brand, and also you get free updates as well. I'm not lying when I say I'm going to try this Carly on the Disco, of course. Going to try it in the new Ranger. There shouldn't be anything with the new Ranger. It's a 2024 plate. There should not be anything, but you never know. There might be a common problem or it might happen with it. So it'll be good to plug that in and see it in my mum's car as well. I'm going to do it with all the cars because it's so easy. I've got it in my app and I'm sure it'll save us thousands on future problems. And the final thing I love about Carly is how easy it is to understand. It's got simple and clear diagnostics for everyone. I know we're kind of getting a little bit away from it now, but women in particular, when you go to a garage, or even men, and they know that you don't have a clue what's going on in there, they could charge you for anything, and you are going to pay it because you want your car back, you want your car up and working. I've had experience before, but luckily I would know to say, no, I'll get a second opinion on it. Whereas you don't need a second opinion, you don't even need a first opinion if you've got that app. Honestly, get the app, download it and see. If you want an upgrade, go for it, because honestly, it is a game changer and I am right into it to find out everything that's going on in all the family cars now. Check the description below, get yours, try it out and see what you think of it, and please in the comments let me know, because I am genuinely interested in all this to see what's going on in every vehicle now. We are on Tuesday morning, and this morning I was going to head back up the Glen to the job that me and Rupert are doing. If you watched the last video I put out. Rupert has, like I said, he's moved on to another job. He was only planning to help us out over summertime and ended up summertime and extended on a little bit more just because we had a bit too much work on. But I'm sure he'll be back with us and helping out at weekends and stuff as well. Not that things have quieted down for us, we just needed that extra pair of hands to tide us up over summer. He's away to his new job, he's self-employed, so he'll just kind of go about and stuff like that. I'm going to miss him, I'm going to miss the crack, I'm going to miss the extra pair of hands, having company at work, giving me a hand, but I'm not going to miss him tipping out big loads of planings on the road. But yeah, he'll definitely be back hopefully, to help out if things get busy again, and he'll definitely be at shows and stuff with me as well next year. So today I am going to see if this old dumper will start. Hopefully it's a lot better than the white one and blue one from a few weeks ago. It's been sitting here for a while, and then I'm going to go and get the lorry. I feel like I don't know when the last time I had a catch up with y'all were. So my new machine's arrived, it's at the house, my old machine's still at the house. I need to strip some stuff off that, like my light bar and stuff, before put up my new one. Yeah, so the new machine arrived and it's looking good. Right, I'm going to go and start this and then we'll go out to the yard because there's a few things I think I've got to show you out there. Let's go see if this starts. I wonder how much water's in this because it's sat for so long. Quite a lot. Perfect, thank goodness for that. That's all I needed to do, because now I'm going to go and get the lorry and pick it up. But I didn't want to come down with the lorry and it didn't start, so good job. And off the other now. Go get the lorry, see what's going on at the yard. So here's my old girl. My new machine is just behind the container there in the zap shelter. Dad had the bucket off, he's using the claw to load all that scrap. Oh, look at that rainbow. So now the scrap's gone, so that is a massive area cleared up here now too. Now we just have to decide what we're going to do with it. I thought I nearly showed you what my new machine was there, but I'm not going to show you just now. So yeah, we don't know what we're going to do with this space. Definitely want to get that container made into an office. Now we also kind of take 2 weeks off at Christmas time because everything kind of shuts down then. You can't get any supplies and stuff. So I'm going to try and get it done in that time. Fingers crossed. I'm just about to touch the new machine. Makes me so happy. Hey, it's been a very long time since I've got my Holy. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you should get to know. It's been a very long time since I've been in the lorry. So obviously I was away on holiday, had the best time ever. It was only 5 days I was away for, without the kids, for my 30th. And it was so needed. It was so nice doing things that I would normally do when I have the kids. Like fishing trips and boat trips and a lot of walking. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to go down and pick up the dumper, take it to the job where the tipper and where we're doing the road, because the tipper was struggling to tip on a steep braes. So we've had to take the dumper in to do that. I'll have to reload, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. There's something else. 6-ton boat, I'm picking that up and taking that home. We had Storm Ashley there the other day, and thankfully for us it created a lot of work, so that machine has to go back out and hire pronto, probably like yesterday. So I'll go and take that home for Dad and he'll take it away tomorrow, which means I'm left with the Takuchi, which is fine because I'm in that road doing it anyway. My Kubota's getting ready to get stripped. We don't know what we're doing with it yet. We don't know what to do. Sell it, keep it, sell Takuchi because it's older, keep my machine, sell my machine because we don't need all these machines, like, I don't know. So it's sitting there feeling sorry for itself until we decide what we're going to do with it, until I get my other machine all changed over and all sorted up and stuff. Right, let's get driving. Oh look, surprise surprise, what's been stuck on again? Every time it's not used for like a day. Pain in the, you know what I was going to say. It's been a while since I've had this dumper on, but before I do any loading up these chains and wangs, because it's not been under the zap shelter, everything's been sitting out in the rain. I really need to get my trailer back along out the way, or even take it out there out the way just now, because this lorry needs to go under. It's not good for it to be sitting out, so I'll give them a wee scoosh of the good stuff. Right, there we are, all loaded up. One chain pulling it forward, one chain pulling it back. I'm only going 10 minutes along the road, if that, so we're there to tip it before we know it. I didn't film that because I thought it was going to start raining, but I managed to stay off. Right, let's get going. All the stuff sitting up here. I'm going to have to go down here and throw this off down here, I think. Probably have to move the tipper out the way, maybe. I'll get it digger past there. But yeah, let's see if I get turned down here. I should do now that planes are gone. Yes, plenty of room. Should have been a bit levelled off a bit better, Rupert. Spinning. Transferred the weight there and no bother. This is where I usually just take that off first before I load, because when you lift it out, you get a lot better turning on this. And traction, of course. I could have taken it a bit further in with the lorry, but I think the first straight I'm doing is just down there, so it makes sense just down here. Bloody trees everywhere, I won't get up inside the lorry. Right, I'll take it off here, parked in the bottom. Oh, well, no, I'll just take it off up here, they don't have to put the ramps up and down twice. First day back and all that. Oh, where's the buckets? Buckets are there, diggers there. Getting warm in here. Trying to do it a bit when I can get up beside the lorry, but there's so many branches. Take this off and no doubt it'll probably start raining, but anyway. Let's go get it off. You can see what I mean here by the branches. There's like a jagged hawthorn just there. And there's this down here. But it's the only place really, because if any further back I wouldn't get the Kubota out without putting the ramps and all that up again. That's just extra work. To climb up here, get this off. No gloves there. Get up here. Jeez. Whew. I also had it in first gear, so I was loading it up there. It was a bit steep. So get parked away in here out of the way. Right, let's go and get this Kubota fired up and loaded on. There, I'm just going to pull forward a wee bit. We've got two chains on the back, but I won't fancy getting hit by branches. There's one chain down, I'll pull forward like 10 metres to get a chain down. There we are, finally all loaded and good to go. There's that low bridge no way out of this road, but the 6-tonner should be fine, but as always I just take my time just in case anyway. Whoa. branches. So I'm going to go home now. There's quite a lot of stuff I could be doing. I've definitely got to go into the office and pay some can't speak. Got to go into the office and pay some invoices. I didn't do a few when I was away, so catching up with them. And that's it. Tomorrow I'll probably be back up here by myself, which is going to be a lot of work for me for myself. I was hoping Dad was going to come up with me, but as I said earlier on, after that storm the other day, it's created a lot more work for us, which is never ever ever a bad complaint. But it is when Rupert just went and got another job. I've really got my motivation for getting my new office along at the yard now. We've got electricity there, we've got the water there, so we're going to half it, put a steel door in from the zap shelter. So that's my plan. But then I also think I might put a door into the container as well from the office, if that makes sense, because I'd quite like to have it as like stores and stuff. We've always got extra filters and stuff we keep. We've got quite a lot of stuff lined up, so I'd like to have that extra space to have like filters and like grease and chains and straps and all that kind of stuff, and then the other container will be left to the bigger stuff like the chippers in it just now, the wee buggies in it just now. There's just too much going on just now, to be honest. The 143 will be coming back January, February at the very latest. Nipper is well and truly underway with that. He's got that deadline there. I'm actually going to go down to Nippers in November at some point. I'm going to go to King Trailers as well. I'm going to go and visit them, and I'm going to visit Nipper. They're not far apart from each other. So I'm going to go and visit them both and see how the 143 is getting on, and hopefully I can get stuck in about it and not help Nipper, but probably get in Nipper's way. So that'll be exciting. I just need to get a date what ties in with us both. And hopefully Rupert can come down for that too. Be my cameraman for that. That'd be good. So we'll need to think about where we're going to put that undercover. Of course there's always going to be the zap shelter, but I think we need a little bit more room now, so I don't know what we're going to do. Me and Dad have to have serious talks about what we're going to have to do. We've been having a few talks anyway about the business, like in the next couple of years, like as he's getting older and I'm taking on more, then we're just talking about what's going to happen and stuff like that. He'll never retire. He says he's going to retire in a couple of years, but he never will. He's going to go to cab to coffin, 100%. But I think I just need to put my weight that little bit more. We're basically joined about what machines we're going to get and what we're going to do and stuff, but I just feel I need to like put the pressure on a little bit more to make things happen, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. But yeah, go home, get into the office, get these invoices paid. Right, I'm just approaching this low bridge here. Bang! I'm only joking, I've seen that before in this bridge. It's not nice. Not me. I'm just going to show you how tight that actually is, because I don't have a beacon on. This is a 6-pin machine. See, if I had a beacon on there, I would be touching there. That's how tight it is. We've obviously had the 14 tonner and everything under there. Doesn't cause any trouble just to put the suspension down a little bit. But the 14 tonner literally scrapes under there. It's no nice. Right, that's me back in the office. Lorry is all loaded up and is filled with diesel, and I'm just gonna get the paperwork sorted for it now. So I've got invoices to pay, and I've got risk assessments, method statements, and construction plans to do for the work Dad's gonna do. So I'm gonna crack on and get this done. Boring rubbish, you don't want to see it, I don't want to do it, it needs done. See you guys tomorrow. We're on Wednesday morning, and that's we just get to work now at 10:30. There was a low loader loading on the main road at a junction for a good 40 minutes. There was 4 tippers, 5 tippers, and me and a few other vans sitting waiting to get in. It was for a railway job, so the health and safety should be top notch like it is with everything. And then they go as low, loading half in the road and half in a junction, all the stuff at like 9 o'clock in the morning. And then to make it worse, we're all standing, me and the Ford tipper driver standing talking, getting the crack, and the driver just drives past without even acknowledging or thanking you. Like, you can tell you're not from our area if you can't even lift your hand and acknowledge someone to sit and wait. Just don't think it's that acceptable, to be honest. A wee thank you would have been nice when they drove past. But anyway, we move, and that's what's going on here. I just phoned Dad there. We're a little bit up in the air here, trying to swap machines around and stuff like that. I'm driving into this road here, and I don't even know if I'm making the right decision driving in here. Probably not. I need 2 machines and I need the tipper, and right now I've only got 1 machine. I need the 8-tonner at the bottom of the road to load the tipper, and I need another machine to be going up and spreading the planings, and I don't have that right now. So I really genuinely think I'm wasting my time going up here. I think I'm just going to have to turn and knock this in the head and go make use of my time elsewhere. There's quite another few bits I could be getting on with. Oh man, this is terrible, everything being up in the air like this and so much to do. Let me go and figure it out, and I'll come back with a plan in a wee minute. Right, I've just decided to come back out to the yard. There's always stuff to be done here, but Dad has obviously cleared that bit up the back. The last time we were using the wee Kubota to take the wood up and down. He's wanting to measure to see which kind of ground he's got up there, and also what we're going to do with this area down here. I came out to the yard and I was planning on going to do some stuff, but I can stay there. But I've just decided that, no, I better take that with me. My mount. I feel all over the place. I think we all do at the moment. Me and Dad, just too much on now, and the machines are all over the place. I keep saying that, but now I'm left. There's like 3 machines parked up here. Can't use one of them because that's my new one and it's not ready yet. There's 2 machines here, 3 machines here, and I'm doing nothing, which seems mental when there's so much work to be done. So it's one of these days, but I promise I'll be back at something tomorrow. I just need to be a bit more organised. Oh wait, what day is it today? Wednesday today. I'll definitely be back at something tomorrow. I always struggle with a Wednesday because I do collect my kids from the school as well, so I don't actually have that much time to get stuff done on a Wednesday. But while I do have time, I'm going to go home and clean this pickup out because it's absolutely disgusting. I can't remember the last time I'd done it personally, and I like doing it myself because I like doing it properly. But let's go and get this day out of the way, be back at it tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow will be a lot more productive than today has been. We're on Thursday morning, and today's the day I'm going to show you my new machine. I've had enough, I can't keep it a secret any longer, so I am going to show you. And this morning I nipped in to get a battery for the Argo. Dad's needing that next week, but unfortunately I couldn't get an Argo because Dad didn't tell me the size that he needed for it or the way the terminals were. So he's going to be a happy chap when he comes back into Signal and realises I didn't actually get one for him. But anyway, I'm heading back onto the yard. I'm going to tidy it up, going to tidy the buckets up, going to put some planings down and show you my new machine. First thing I'm going to do is take this trailer back along to Mum and Dad's old house out the way. I'm going to give in here a tidy up. I'm literally touching my new digger right now. What is it though? Go to this way, try and tidy up this place a little bit. There's firewood everywhere in here and stuff, but I'm going to try and tidy it up. There's lots of wood at the back. Let's go get this along out the way first and then we'll get cracked on with it. My plan is to put some planings all over here before I move all the buckets, and then I'm going to tidy all the buckets up down here, line them all up and tidy this area up. Because just now it's just a bit of a mess, but that's where all the scrap was. Dipper, you coming in or not? Pip, Dipper. Come on. Right, sit nicely. Right, let's go and get this done. I was going to use the old dumper, but it's got 2 flat tyres and I don't have a compressor here. It's only going to need a few loads there anyway because it is, it's marine stuff, like it's good stuff, it's just muddy, so I just need a wee slight bit over it to cap it off a little bit. Right, there we are, that's that area all levelled off and planes down. I'm just going to tidy up these buckets, sort them out and put them in a nice orderly queue line here. There we are, that's it all tidied up. Just need that IBC moved out the way. It's got, I think it's red diesel in it, and it's been in there literally for like 10 years. So it's just sitting there and it needs to get rid of. I honestly don't even know where it came from, but it's sitting here now and it's right in an awkward place. So need to shift that and then it'll be looking pretty good. All the pipes are still in a bit of a spaghetti junction here, but yeah, we'll just not look at that just now. This bit's looking good. Right, I'm finally ready to share my new machine with you guys. Sorry about the wait, but this was not an easy decision to pick a machine. There's so many amazing brands in the market. We own a variety of brands ourselves, so as you can imagine, there was a lot going on in our mind at what we're going to do and what we're going to go for. I had this machine on demo last year and I absolutely loved it. I can't believe it's sitting right in front of me. And I can't believe I've still got this one either. But I have went for the KX85-5. Now I want to keep it, is what I know. Love the machine. As I said, had it in demo and it is amazing. It's going to be completely reformed. It's going to have brand fixer coming up to do a design on it, so that's going to be cool. Light bars will be getting swapped over and there's another massive big change coming, but I'm not ready to tell that to you guys just yet. You'll have to come back and watch my YouTube to see that one. Through all this new machine getting done, I've decided I'm going to show you every week a wee glimpse of what we're doing because I might not be able to be there full time while everything's getting done. But at the end, I'm going to show you a whole video from this very moment when I get the machine right through to the brand fix getting done and everything else that I do to make it my own. So please follow with the journey and keep a lookout for that full video. As I said, one of the main reasons I opted for the KX85-5 was because I had it in demo, I loved it. This is the 80-4, the older model, and I loved it. We've got the 60-5 over there and I absolutely love that. It's such an amazing machine. And one thing I liked about this was it has so many small changes from that machine to make it that little bit better. There's a few things that I didn't really like about this machine. One of them was the wine and aircon. They've approved this. And this one, the aircon still sits up the top there, but it is a lot quieter, thankfully. In the cab, let's just show you the comparison of the cab. Ignore that screen because that's the rotor tilt. But this was just purely for the camera. Now look how much room it takes up. And we'll just jump out and show you the camera at the back. Like it's just looks like it's been stuck on. It's an afterthought. Whereas on the new machine, it's integrated, so you can hardly see it's there. Looks a lot better, and the new updated cab. Now it's all on this one screen. LED, a lot better than that old one over there. Look at that. But yeah, I hope you guys are happy with my decision and follow this journey. Any questions, ask away. I do have it in rubber just now. Another reason why I went for Kubota is because there's nothing wrong with my steels there. So I got it in rubber. This is sneaky. Got it in rubber because I'm going to keep them brand new rubbers. I've got rubbers for this already. This is confusing. Got a set of rubbers along at the yard for this one, and they're fine. They've just done a few hours, whereas these steel ones have probably done, it's got 1,500 hours on it. It's probably done about 1,000 hours in steel. These are brand new, so I'm keeping these rubber, keeping them, basically 2 pairs of brand new tracks. And if that one does go, I'll be putting my old rubbers that are along there on it to go. There's nothing wrong with them, but it makes sense buying a new machine to keep the 2 new sets of tracks for myself. Yous have probably never seen this on rubber tracks, but I will be keeping this on rubber tracks just for a little while. But I prefer it to steel for the work I do, places I go. Steel is more for me, but it's fine just now, the rubber. But yeah, look at it. Right, that is me all done for the day. I think we've had enough excitement. Look at all these Kubotas. Look at them. Maybe 60 up there. Such a nice moment having so many nice new machines in the one place at the one time. It really is a reflection of all the hard work you're putting in right in front of you. See you guys tomorrow. We are on Friday morning, it's 7:30, still dark, and I'm heading out to work. Now usually I don't ever get away this early because I've got the kids and stuff to deal with, but I don't have them this morning, and I'm going to head out and take the Kubota down to them emergency jobs that I was telling you about at the start of the week. It's an absolutely horrible day, so horrible, raining. It's not cold right enough, but it's minging. So I'm going to go meet Dad at the yard and follow him down, because I'm not quite sure where this one's going. I've never been to this one before. I know roughly what it is, but not like the exact job. Instead of him giving me his rubbish directions like normal, I'll just follow him. This morning I woke up with some horrible messages on other apps. Now YouTube, I've never really had any trolls, any hate comments, so I appreciate you all so much. I'm always getting like nice stuff, never really any negative, and I can deal with negative if it's negative to improve on you, or negative like that way, but not negative just being damn right horrible trolls. And I do obviously deal with it because it happens all the time. It's the internet, I put myself out there. But there's a few horrible comments this morning that got left on TikTok. Now TikTok is the most toxic platform I'm on. I'm honestly considering coming off it because it's so horrible. Every day in my, I have horrible words are filtered, so I have to request them, and if I go on and see what they're requested, it's just vile. From like grown ass men who are about the same age as my dad 90% of the time, leaving horrible comments on a young girl's page. I just can't wrap my head around that. But anyway, I woke up with some horrible ones, and Dad said, not to me, but Dad said to other people, like, I don't even know how she deals with these comments, like that's how bad they are. I really do try and let it not get to me. But it's actually so hard reading these about yourself, knowing very well that the things aren't true or it's not done that. And it grinds me up the wrong way, knowing fine well that the people are probably jealous or got nothing better to do in their life, because it all comes the day after I reveal, or the night off, I reveal my new machine. And if that doesn't scream jealousy, then I really don't know what does. And I know that's probably the problem, but still it's hard to read these things about you. But as I said, it's not you guys, but this is reality of it this morning. It's going to be a long day. Right, I'm feeling a lot better now. I'm in the lorry, got the doggies there with me, spoke to a few people, and I'm fine. It's like rumours, and I know exactly where they're coming from. They're coming from one single person. I've been told who it's coming from, basically. And for me just now, I've sucked it all in, had a cry, moving on. But as I said, it's not you guys, and I really appreciate all the love and support I get off this channel, always. Always so good to me, always nice comments, very supportive, so I can't thank you guys enough. And the reason I share these low moments with you is because I know you'll be there to pick me up as well. I've always been one, and always been brought up to say no response is a response. So this morning I was upset. I was like, what am I going to do about it? Like, do I speak up about it? Do I not speak up about it? Like on other platforms? And I was like, I've lived by no response is a response. Always better say nothing, basically. Unless it's with your kids, of course, and then you've got to speak up. Like, always lie low, play the game, but lie low, don't speak out loud. And it seems to have worked so far in my life, so I'm going to just stick by it. No response is a response. Keep doing what I'm doing, because it's obviously annoying a lot of people doing what I'm doing. So yeah, now we're all loaded up, ready to go with the Kubota in the back, and Dad's in front of me. He's away to pick up we have like a banks person for these jobs. Now that Ruppert's obviously left us, what helped us for the last couple of years over winter time, He does gardening and maintenance through the summer, so it works in really well for us come winter time when there's no grass, it's grass cutting season's done, he'll come and work with us. So it's really good. So that's just a way to get him, and then I'll meet them on the road somewhere. I am going to pick up the Cabelco after this as well. It's over this way as well, so I'll collect that and take it home for now. Again, the job's not starting for that one till another week, I think he said. So he doesn't want to leave it sitting when it's sitting for a week. I can't keep up, so I don't know how you guys are going to keep up with it all. But I'm hoping I can stop at the wee shop just along here for a coffee. It is, you can't really get lorries in, but I always manage to get it in somewhere. There we are, got a coffee and got a roll. Now to try and get out of this place. What way am I going? This way. Lorry let me out there. Today I think there's someone come to have a look at my Zap shelter as well. Somebody who knows Rupert phoned him and asked him, from the Isle of Bute, and asked him if he'd come and have a look at the shelter because he's wanting to get them himself, but he wants to come and see like what they're actually like and the quality of them. And I cannot fault the quality of them. Even that storm Ashley the other day, like Dad was like, oh, I wonder if it's going to be okay, like nervous about it, and I was like, it'll be absolutely fine, like doesn't move, like there's probably more chance of the containers moving than the actual shelter itself. It's absolutely solid. And I think the way we have it positioned in the yard as well means like there's literally no wind that can get to it. There's no driving wind from each side, which makes a huge difference. I feel like a proper trucker this morning with the roll, cup of coffee, and seeing all the trucks in the road first thing. Like I'm never usually out and about this early, but it's actually turned out a really nice morning over here now. So that's good. Dad will be wondering where I am. I didn't get them a roll. Probably should have. We might be working this weekend up that road. I don't know, it depends. If he's not got much planned for next week, and this is silly saying this because I said no, he's going to, we might have to work the weekend anyway to get that Glen Road done, because it's not a one-man job. If not, Rupert said he'll come out Sunday and help me, which is awful good of him. It's also my sister's baby shower tomorrow. It's a surprise baby shower, but the time this goes out, I would have been. She's due in like 4 weeks and I'm so excited. I'm waited a very long time to become an auntie. So I'm really looking forward to meeting the wee baby. Right, I'm going to dig onto this roll now, put some Zach Bryan on, get my head in the game, and all positive thoughts. I never have my camera on when it's all the good trucks going past flashing at me and stuff like that. I should really just have it up all the time because I think it's something you guys would enjoy seeing. Argyle's quite a smallish place and I know quite a lot of the drivers here. There's a lot that I don't bother with, but there's a lot who are generally really nice and really supportive. I need to up my game and put the camera on more so you guys can see them all. There we are, I found them waiting on me, heading on down this road now. Now I've been down this road before, doing the same thing, dropping machines off and that for him, but there's so many different catchment areas down here that he goes up to, so it's easier to just follow him in. I don't think I've ever been up this one before. This is the work that I don't share with you guys at all. One, because it's our good work, and two, because I'm never really at these jobs. A lot of our work is like hydro schemes maintenance for Scottish and Southern Energy. If you know what hydro schemes are, which I'm sure you all will, all of these hills in Scotland, there's intakes, aqueducts, pipelines, what all go into like dams, and then on a pipe on down into the hydro schemes turbines to make electricity basically. But on these hills, all the ditches need to be maintained, so all the water's flowing into these aqueducts, intakes, the pipelines, the intakes, all the stones that can get washed down and fill up, meaning you're not gathering the water to go down into the pipelines, aqueducts to make electricity. And up all these roads, up to all these intakes, aqueducts and pipelines and stuff, there are roads that need maintained, because the boys are going up a couple of times a week, sometimes more. If there's work on up there, they all need to be maintained. And Dad used to work with Scottish and Southern Energy when he left school. So he's got a lot of knowledge about it, because he's actually worked first hand, like hand digging, ditching on hills and hand cleaning out intakes by hand and all that kind of stuff. So his knowledge is like beyond me, like it's absolutely mental. He knows every, on the catchments that we do, like they're all over Scotland, but in the area we do, he knows everything about them, like everything. I know a lot about them, a lot compared to some folk, but not near as much as Dad. But it's really, really interesting, and I feel like now is time to start sharing a little bit more of that content. I always just say I can't film it and stuff, but I feel like I should probably start sharing a bit more about it, because it's so interesting. Like looking at these hills and you can see where the aqueduct pipelines are, you can see where they're falling into, you'll know where the catchment areas are to collect that water. Like, I find it really interesting, and the workmanship that goes into these dams, pipelines, all these years ago with like no equipment is unbelievable. Oh, we're here. This is what I mean with maintenance. Look, this is where we're at. Tea hut over there. So he must be going away up a hill up there somewhere or something. Or maybe away around that way. Probably way around that way. At this point there's not even a road here. I'm just driving on the grass and the mud. Right, let's go get this machine off. Yeah, it's good to have a wee hand here from him, so I don't have to jump up and down all the time. Oh, that's stuck on him. He's going to be raging. That wee button stuck in him again. Honestly, that needs changed. Right, let's go get this done. There we are, that was a nice wee easy quick tip. To reverse back here now and get turned. Watch that machine as well. With some crack and reverse right into the machine, wouldn't it? No bother. Go get Cabelco now. Go get the Cabelco. Dad and that, they can't actually start doing that work today, thankfully, because there's shooters there who's parked on the road on the way up, so they would not get past anyway. But the paperwork hasn't came through for starting the job, so literally you cannot do anything. When I go on about doing the risk assessments and method statements, it's all for that kind of work. Oh, gate shut. Oh dear. Right, here at the second job to go and pick up the Cabelco. You stay in there just now. Basically on the road here. That van is not parked in a bloody good place for me to get around here. Oh my god, always one. I should be fine coming in, but going out loaded is going to be a bit of a nightmare. Why not park there? Why not park there, not right there? Tail swinging this thing. So this is a way up another one of these sites where all the pipelines and what the f***'s going on here? Why? Oh Jesus, no. Clutch down, what is going on here, man? It says gearbox malfunction. Try and stop and try this again. Oh no. It's not working, it's not changing gear. Are you having me on? Are you having me on right now? Are you having me on? Gamble, gamble, what way? I don't know if this is the right decision. I would have said it was up that way, but because I've been up that way before, but here we go. Hopefully there's somewhere for me to turn up here. Oh Jesus. When I say I'm in the hills and in the sticks, it's like exactly where I am. I generally don't know if this is the right road here. There's been tyres there right enough. What do you think, boys? Is this the right way? Oh, boy and girl. You just look like you're excited anyway. Man. Oh! There it is. Love that machine. Reverse back here and turn no bother before I get loaded. Just again watch I don't wipe out the machine. Plenty of room to turn here anyway. Right, let's go get it. I'm not overly keen on tying the cabelco down because I always have the crisscrosses underneath, so I need to use more chains and the bigger chains. Only because there's not really any tie down places on the side that I could use. Come on now, jam on me. Oh. There we are, that's what I mean by crisscross. It's a lot more secure right enough. Well, not a lot more, but you can't tie it on any other side, so that'll do. I can feel spots of rain coming. Let's get this swung round, down, and away. Absolute, I've just burst off the hose now. Jesus hell. Oh my God. Could anything else go wrong today? Just as well I got it on. Look at the absolute. Oh! Oh my God. Look at the state of this. Oh! Right, that's as tied up as I can do it just now. The cloth's there. It's a quick hitch hose that's went. It's one of these ones that you can just about see it in there. I'll wait till I get home before anything. I'm not touching it like now where I am. Need to get another hose made up and get that swapped over. I have barely ever had hoses go, but when they do, it's always the quick hitch ones. But it could have been a lot worse. Could have been just when I was loading it or just when I was putting the buckets there. Thankfully it was when I was doing my last movement. Makes it a little bit more bearable. I said to you guys this morning, today's going to be a long day. Things we don't need when we're this busy chasing our tails. But anyway, rain's on, back the cab, get this home, phone Dad and tell him the great news. Yeah, that's me just now. I just got the machine on and burst the hose. Yeah. Quick hitch on the machine. Like literally was just putting it down and it just went. Very lucky, yeah. Right, okay, I've just left, so I'll be an hour or so. Right, see you soon. Bye, 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 bye. He thought, when I said burst the hose, he thought I meant in the ramps. I said in the digger, he's like, geez, that was lucky. And I was like, yeah, I know, somebody was clearly looking down on me. He's back at the yard now anyway, so I'll see him when I get there. We'll make a plan. He's also talking about taking tyres off an Argo, and Argo needs new tyres because it's going to be out in hire on Monday also. So yeah, I guess I'll see him when I get back to the yard. A nice big wide load there, having the sense to wait and lay by for me instead of me having to slam on the brakes. He had an Escort just a wee bit in front of him to warn me that he was coming. Now, even though I'm obviously not a big lorry, these roads are really tight, so we have to have them everywhere they go here. Oh, and now we've got my craze boys again, causing havoc. Who's it, Big Stuart, is it? Yes. Heck's sake! Whoa! You can see it there. Right, to get the hoses off, they're really easy. All you have to do is take it off that side and in there, and that is it. to screw on, simple, but just quite a minging job when everything's covered in oil. That is it off here. I've just laid it down here. Oil out of it. Can you see that there? There's a protective stuff on it, but it's in there. Right in there. So I'll just take this into Cami, then we'll get the exact size and ends on it, take it back, put it back on. But kind of always when we get one, we always get two for that one too. Just leave that rag there because that's still dripping down. It's a bit dark, is it not? Let's see what I'm doing. Where even is it? Now? Mm-hmm. Oh. How do you? The rain on. How many tyres do you need for it? More.
Yeah.
So that's obviously in one of the containers is the bigger stuff. Then for some reason, this is stuff for the new house. Then this is all Rupert stuff. For some reason, this has turned into his container. And then we've got the chipper there too. Mum's got beds and stuff. We need to get all this organised. So that's a wee buggy we've got. And then this is the Argo, the tyres on it. So that's the only thing they can get access to for some jobs for taking fuel and stuff up to it. Look at it. Ripping up the yard that I just done yesterday. Some tool. I went into that Zap shelter to get tyre size. Right, was just in at Argyll Engineers picking up hoses. It's the only place we kind of go for hoses now. Get a great service, just walk in and get them. They'll drop everything for you to make them up as well, which is ideal. So that is me all done for today. Probably won't be working tomorrow as it's my sister's baby shower, but I'm sure I will see you on, where am I going here? I'm sure I'll see you over the weekend. It's Sunday morning and the weather has been pretty rubbish yesterday and not looking too good today as well, which means I am not going to go to work. Instead, I'm going to paint my bedroom. It's been a job that I've been putting off for ages, so just going to take today and hopefully get it all done. So yeah, as always, thanks for likes, comments and subscribing. Make sure you come back next week and see what I'm up to. I really need to get my shed. The lorries are loaded up. Machine. Right. That's fly. I am rigged up enough. It's just wanting, okay, get in your bed. We do a lot of it, like, and I mean maintenance is dipper. Enough. True, because